Now entering the ring, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 180 pounds, fighting out of Bout Fight Club and trained by Brian Sabello. Make some noise for Forrest Wise!
Here's another thing I'll say, having just done the DC call. All exclusively hip-hop. New hip-hop, old hip-hop, zero, like
No
not even
kidding.
dad rock. Usually you get at least one AC/DC.
Speaking of dad rock, Chris Taussig, his occupation is listed as dad.
I almost didn't want to spoil it.
So any rock that he plays, by
definition,
that's what I'm
dad
saying.
rock.
It doesn't
That's
matter
right,
at that
exactly.
point.
Yeah, even Slayer's dad rock.
Yes.
Yeah. Which Slayer, by the way, is probably dad rock now.
Oof.
I want him to just come out to something crazy, like War, and just be like, it's dad rock, dude. Let's see.
Please welcome, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 175 pounds, fighting out of Gotham Gym and trained by Jonathan Brookins. Put your hands together for Chris Taussig!
Now, you and I, both dads.
Yep.
Just looking at Chris for like 2 seconds, he dads a little harder than we dad.
Yeah. No, he's all in.
You know what? Now that he's like,
No, he's a fit dude. He's gonna be
Yeah.
a great but
I don't mean that disparaging.
No,
but, like,
that's
when
just
he's warming up, it's like, dude.
that's definitely an identity.
Oh yeah, it's dad.
Yeah.
Like if he's at the boxing club.
Yeah, he's got his white New Balance on. He's ready to mow the lawn.
Exactly, dude. He has his whole Sunday planned.
Yep.
You know. But no, he looks infinitely tougher with his USA Boxing attire on.
Our
No doubt
second
about
bout of the evening is brought to you by our silver sponsor, the Wise family, bra sponsors HHMGS, Susan Taussig, and Matthew Petrillo.
So on paper, Forrest Wise, significant height advantage, 6'2" to Chris Taussig,
No, that might be
5'11". They look fairly comparable. I
I
mean,
don't
like
think
maybe
so.
an inch or two. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's pretty legit. I also think Taussig's corner has like I think you should leave safari hat. Do you see it?
He has an urban safari hat.
Yeah. I think
No,
so.
that might be hair.
Hair? What? All right, well, whatever. It's a look, man. I like, and he's got like full like they might be like corduroy pants.
So it's the dad corner. I
That's
think.
what I was
Maybe
just
that's
gonna
what
say.
it is.
The whole dad motif. Respect it. Are we showing our biases as dads? You know. I also like what I'm seeing from Forrest's posture. He looks unbothered.
Forrest looks like he just got up from a nap.
Yep.
He's ready to roll. Like, wake me up when it's over.
That's right. Chris just packed the lunches. All right, here we go.
All right, Chris is a southpaw. Let's see, he's floating to his right already, which is good. Trying to line up that too. Great left hand already.
Yeah. Good exchange. These guys are kind of what I would immediately call good awkward. Like they don't look sloppy. They look unconventional though.
Yep.
Forrest kind of has a low lead hand. He's throwing that two right where Chris's head is, but not where it's going to be.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, he's got to drop that off. That's a good deal.
Yeah. Chris has kind of a funky jab where he kind of like drops his weight down and flares it upward, which I kind of like if we're being honest. But yeah, nice, decent boxing from both. It looks like, Chris whipped a backhand, and Forrest is going to walk in potentially to a straight two. Good exchanges. Good fight so far, man. Whoa. Careful coming out with your chin high, hands down. That's not one of the first things they teach you. You know,
Chris looked like he might have blew his gas tank a little bit. He already looks like he's slowing down.
You know what it is though?
He came out hot. He looked good.
He did.
Great left hand again. Another great left hand.
Sharp,
yeah.
I think too. Obviously, you can attest to this, but this ballroom is absolutely packed.
Oh,
So in terms of adrenaline,
I think his gas tank is kind of shut.
You know what?
He's clearly winning the round, in my opinion.
Which is crazy, right? So you're right. He does look like he had an adrenaline dump. He does look tired. The punches he threw were few and far between comparatively, but they were sharp.
Yeah,
as hell,
I mean,
dude.
the first half of that round, he pretty much dominated, landed the cleaner shots, landed that 2 over and over again, that straight left over and over again. I think as this fight goes on, Forrest looks like he has a lot more in that gas tank. I don't know that he has the natural ability or the learned ability that Chris has, but I'd be interested to see what Chris comes out like.
Now, given where we fight out of and where we train out of, I'm not familiar with all the gyms intimately. I have heard Gotham quite a bit, and they're listed here a ton. They got 2 dudes on the apron, though. Neither one of them is in, and both of them look like they're super happy to be here. But I don't know how experienced these dudes are. Whereas, conversely, Bout Fight Club, I don't know that I totally remember Bout Fight Club last time, but they're very poised, and who's ever in that corner is definitely comfortable being in a corner. That's your boy, Brian Capello, that you mentioned earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Urban Savari guy's my new favorite, though.
Yeah, he's ready for anything that the urban jungle has to offer.
Yep. Concrete jungle where dreams are made up. So they don't come out to that here, huh? That's like a
that's a Taurus song.
Yeah, like
let's see if Forrest. So let's see if Forrest's gas tank makes a difference here. I mean, this rest between rounds is substantially longer than a minute.
It is, and there's conversation I'm seeing between the ringside officials and the referee.
I wonder if it seemed like the round was short, and it appears as though. So there's a lot of confusion here.
There's a lot of discussion, and they keep looking at Forrest. All right, here we go. I didn't hear a bell ring, but he said box.
So I mean that extra rest could definitely help Chris kind of settle in. Forrest is real long with that lead hand, but I'd rather him snap out the jab. He loads up on that right hand.
So
if it lands, it can change the fight.
All he has to do, he doesn't need to aim for the body. I don't know. He doesn't have to aim for the body, but he needs to drop that offense.
Yeah, aim for that neckline, just a good deal.
Every time. Look at you're at home, right? Is he giving an 8 count?
8 count. Nope.
Yeah, I love the Metro LBC. So many friends of Metro LBC.
He's just Forrest is just loading up that right hand. Now he's throwing it like, did he injure his left hand? He is, I mean, incredibly unorthodox approach from Forrest wise.
He is, but now you called it.
His gas tank is going to make the difference in this fight.
Yeah,
he's coming on
Chris
strong.
is getting tired. Oh, great load up by both men. See again, so it's a perfect example of styles.
Yep.
Chris is absolutely the sharper of the 2 boxers, and from what I'm seeing, it appears that Forrest is the more fit of the 2.
Completely agree. So we're gonna see how this plays out. To me, that felt like another short round.
So that's it. I was just gonna say.
There's an 8 count here.
Huh.
It was a good right hand.
Look at Forrest's corner. I thought it was the end of the round. They were coming up. That actually happened to us one time. Was that in Haymakers?
Okay, time has been called.
So that's
the end of the round. There's no bells.
Everyone at home. There's something's amiss here. So they definitely had an exaggerated break between rounds. No doubt about it. Then from there, that round, and now I know I alluded to this earlier that I believed another round was short when it ultimately wasn't. That round felt short. But I know definitively I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, I got my stopwatch locked and loaded, ready to go. Oh, Urban Safari has journeyed halfway between the ropes. He's saying, look, I don't want to get in this ring, but I'll do it if I have to.
So one consideration,
yeah,
because you know boxing rules better than I do, is that technically speaking, if they are registered USA boxers,
so here's the letter of the law. So you're allowed 3 people in your corner. You have to have at least one with a USA Boxing pass book. You can have a fighter or a boxer work as your second, so long as they don't enter the ring. But you can't have 2 boxers. Somebody has to have a red book in that corner, so one of them should be able to enter that ring.
A lot going on, dude.
All right, so I heard the bell that time.
Also, that seemed like a completely reasonable time between rounds. There was no discussion between the referee and the outside officials.
I think Forrest is making this a lot harder than he has to because he won't drop his offense.
But you know what? You know who's also making it harder? Chris.
Yeah,
because he cannot miss that left hand. The left hand's brilliant.
Yeah.
Look at
Yeah.
he has that little outside slip.
His boxing is substantially cleaner. His gas tank is substantially worse. See, I don't know if I agree with that 8 count.
Second 8 count. I would like to see Chris utilize some body language and be like, dude, I want to like smash this guy.
Yeah.
You know.
So technically, the way it works, 8 counts aren't considered part of the scoring criteria. But let's be honest, they clearly are going to be considered. Great right hand again
Great
by Forrest.
exchanges. I do wonder though if the ref is giving Chris less credit than Forrest for these clean blows, because I feel like Chris is landing some pretty telling blows. I mean, that's a great right hand by Forrest, and he's utilizing reach in his level finish. Now those are pretty clean.
Yeah, I mean,
but again, great left hand by Chris.
Chris isn't lying down. He's not going through the motions. He's not looking for a moral victory. I just don't think he has enough in the gas tank. So,
all right, I just heard a clap.
yeah, so that's I got a minute and 30 seconds right now. Yeah,
that was a short round.
minute and 30-second
rounds.
rounds.
Short. How old are these guys? 29 and 36. That was a short round.
Yep.
Folks at home, again,
Those should be 2-minute rounds.
absolutely. There is definitely a discrepancy with the timing.
So Chris absolutely lambasted Forrest for the first half of the first round, then said, you know what, I'm tired.
You know what, though, dude? I don't know that it's as easy a fight to score. I do believe Forrest won. He got an 8 count at the very end of the second round.
Chris is actively sitting on his stool
Whatever,
right now.
All
No,
right.
I just like it's again.
I'm just team dad.
The,
dude.
yeah,
You
the
know?
optics
No.
are not great.
Forrest did a great job using his length. I would have liked to see him drop that offense a little bit. Chris, far more polished boxer than I was expecting, to be honest with you. I did like that little cute outside slip as he shot that straight left hand. I do believe Forrest will get the nod. I do think they need to look at these times, the round times, though, because that was definitely short, man. I mean, objectively short. Once you guys check this out on YouTube, whenever they go live, check the time on those rounds, dude, because that was a short round. Looks like they're tossing it to the ringside MC, and we'll get our official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to our judges' scorecards, declaring your winner by way of unanimous decision out of the red corner, Forrest Wise.
Not a tremendous surprise. I mean, Mark had it pretty clear.